All right, guys, we got an awesome product here. So we have an outside setup, and we need some additional Wi-Fi. So we got the WAVLINK here. They sent it out to us, so it's perfect for the park, street, and swimming pool. We're going to be doing a little setup here. It is the dual band 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz version. You have six by 7, right? DBI antennas for it, and it's the AX3000 Wi-Fi 6 outdoor access point. So super cool. Got a lot of things you can do with it. So you have different operation modes on the back. It's going to be your mesh extender, repeater mode, router mode, and AP mode. This is going to be the mesh extender as well. So we're going to be extending out from our other mesh system that we have. It's going to allow us to connect where we need to be connected. Well, let's go ahead and see what's in the box, see what it comes with, and make it happen. See if I can get in here really easily. There we go. All right. So, in the box itself, it's got quite a bit of stuff going on here. We're going to mess around with like location of it. I may mount it up underneath my easement right here, or like the section on the side of the house. I think that's going to be the best overall to keep it out of the weather. But obviously you can put it wherever it works for you. And that's where I have some direct power too, which is important. But here's our unit. Look at that. That thing comes very nicely done. And in itself, got some good packaging for it. Let's go ahead and set that down to the side. We have the Wi-Fi 6 unit right here. Shows all the antenna ports on the side. I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick so we can see what we're working with. So on it, you have your antennas that we're rolling around. And looks like there is 3 5G and 1, 2, 3, 4G. So there's going to be 6 total antennas that will be on here. You have your pair and reset button on the bottom. And then you have your Ethernet connection cord right there as well. Here's your mounting bracket. That's where you can mount on the back. So it will give you an easy mounting option on the back of it. Let's go ahead and see what we're working with here. We got our accessories. Comes in a little box. So a little accessories. Let's go ahead and see what this is. All right. Because it is made for outside, you have the ability to keep it waterproof. So there's a waterproof hook for it. You have some 3M tape to take care of it. And then you do have your Ethernet cord right here. Comes with a Cat 5e UTP cord. And it's probably like a 3-foot. Maybe it looks like that. And you have your power adapter right here, so you can plug right into the power adapter itself. And then last but not least, in this unit, you're going to be your mounting screws come along with it. Set these off to the side. Here's our antennas. See how big these are. Because by the picture, I don't think it does it justice, so I'm curious now. So we have zip ties, and then we have our antennas here. All right. So we have all 6 antennas, and then we have zip ties. So maybe a little bit larger than the unit shows. So it's definitely going to be pretty big. Let's go ahead and screw one of these antennas on here in just a moment. But what I want to do first, let's take a look at the directions here so we can see what we're working with. So they come in the bottom of the box. Tons of directions. In the bottom of the box here, you do have your mounting position plate. So you can easily just put the screws in the wall or wherever you need to and then mount this, which will be nice and easy. So we have that. We have our instructions before use. We have our quick start guide, WAVLINK, see the world. So everything mesh setup guide, and then like safety information coming in here. Let's go ahead and see what our directions before usage side of things looks like. So it does look like you can put this on a pole somewhere. That's what you get pieces for. All right. So here we go. Ideal height is going to be 10 to 13 feet. And it shows the signal coverage right there. So grounding screw for the terminal, grounding wire. All right. And then you have to run the actual cable as well. Bum, bum, bum. So you got the grounding terminal. Okay, we got all kinds of cool stuff up in here. A bunch of things that need to get done with it. So recommendations, generally aim for a height of at least 10 to 20 feet. 3 to 6 meters off the ground. And depending on your target coverage area surrounding environment, locations include under eaves, high on an exterior wall or building, or atop a sturdy pole. That's what it recommends. The goal is to establish a clear line of sight or minimize obstruction between between the extender and the primary areas you need to cover. You don't want where there's concrete walls, metal sheeting, dense trees, and under things that would block your path. All right, so good stuff here. Good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and see quick start guide. Here we go. All right. We need to know where we're moving, where we're putting it here. All right. So first things first is we do have to get this installed here. We are going to install each antenna on here with regards to it. So we're going to pop on each antenna. These should, and they do show 2.4 gigahertz. So almost messed that up. So you show these on here, and we're going to screw these down. I do like there is a nice little gasket for each one. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to kind of get a little bit closer here. So there's this little white piece right here that's a little bit of a gasket. So you want to tighten that down. But when you're actually going through it, so we got a 5G one right here. As you can see the 5G on it, hopefully. And you look at this little gasket. So you actually have to push a little bit down and screw down at the same time. And once you screw it down, it's going to close in on that gasket. It's going to get nice and tight, and it'll be kind of perfect there for you. All right, let's go ahead and see. We got another 5G right here. See this little white gasket? There it is. Carefully not to cross-thread it at all. So we got that. Kind of perfectly tight on there. And then we're going to finish up these last three. Two more 2.4 gigahertz and one more 5 gigahertz. Very easy to do. This thing is going to be catching interwebs from the moon. I guarantee it. No issues here. All right, now that we got this screwed on, got one more to go. A couple more things I want to show you guys about this. So as far as getting it all set up, there is the WAVLINK app that you can do. This is your grounding screw right here. So you do have your grounding screw on the back of it. You have your gasket here that we need to plug into. So we're going to get into that as well. And this is our actual unit. That is pretty beefy size. So wherever you might be putting it up on side of something, you need to make sure you have plenty of room for it so there's no issues. It might go up underneath this easement up top here. It's kind of what I'm looking. I'm going to play around with the actual getting the connection here and see how far we can actually move away before we do a permanent install. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. In the box, this is going to be your data LAN in, so your connection cord. That's what we're going to be able to use. And then our gasket. So let me see what we have here. I like that, already branded. That's super cool. So we're going to drop this off and then open up our Cat 5e cable so we can get this set up. Now, with our gasket piece right here, we're going to undo this piece. Okay. And because it has a split, so what we're going to do is pop around. Let's see if I can get this right here. So we're going to pop this around here, just like so. Okay.
Very simple.
And then push through. Oops. Got to do this the right way. Hold on, guys. All right, there it is. We're going to do it this way. We're going to go backwards. It's perfect. Here we go. So we're going to pull it through this end. Or we could have taken off the gasket. That's okay. And then we're going to drop it right back in there. That's where it's going to go, just like that. So pretty easy little process. Now, you have your closed gasket on this end, which is going to go on the bottom side. But what we need to do first is going to connect into the bottom. just like so. Okay. I'm going to rotate this guy. See here 1 second. Get this. Rotate this around. I did this backwards. Here we go. Now we got it. All right. So I was looking at it backwards. I used the wrong end. That's okay. All right, here we go. This gasket is going to go all the way down. And as you can tell, I can go on and nicely screw it in right there. Okay. Try not to hold it up that way. We're going to take our gasket now, put it back on it. Drop it in the hole. So there you go. Should look just like so. And then we have our last piece, which is going to come on the cord right here. And what I love about this company is they went ahead and gave you a screw or a wrench for it, so we can tighten everything down. So we're going to click, 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 click. Get it nice and tight. And should be perfectly on there. We can now make sure everything is nice and tight on here so that we're not going to have any issues. Check that guy out. That thing is sweet. So we are rip-roaring and ready to go. At this point in time, all we have to do is we are going to connect this to our, what you're going to want to do is you're going to connect to your unit right here, which is going to be important. So there's going to be your 4-po. So we're going to go boom. Just like so. We're going to connect power to it, and now I got to find a permanent spot to hook this up. So then we're going to connect power to it, and then we're going to run we're going to run our data LAN in as well to make it happen. Guys, this is the way you set up the WaveLink. This thing is going to be super sweet. We're going to get interwebs to absolutely everywhere. So guys, at the end of the day, you know what we always say is definitely check it out.